Rock this!
Hello and welcome to podcast episode number 3, for real this time, episode number 3. I am Malibu Mike and I'm here today with Anthony Ant-Man Di Biase.
Just Anthony Di Biase. No,
we like to call him Ant-Man. However, today it's weird like doing an interview with him because you guys probably know he's been my best friend for like 10 years now. It's just weird. Yeah. But we'll see what we can get out of him. So, first and foremost, you do what in the band?
I play guitar, and that is what I do.
Right. Well, he plays guitar in the band, yeah, but he does so much more than that. He does photography for the band. Almost 80% of the content, photo, video-wise, has been done by Anthony.
Yeah, well, he's also discrediting himself because he takes all the live photos, but for the most part, I edit them anyway, so it's kind of my work, so it's okay.
As you guys probably know, too, we all have, like, the pseudo-names. Kevin's the preacher, Chris is the architect, and Anthony is the artisan. I'm looking at that camera. I want to look at that camera now. And the artisan, I don't really know what the actual dictionary term for artisan is, but he pretty much does all these things. Like I said, he's really good at... he's not really good at guitar. He's actually pretty bad at guitar. But he does photo and video. He's pretty good at that stuff. Any picture you guys see of me is usually actually my business card, which I don't have on me. But if you guys have ever been to a live show, you've probably given me my business card. That picture on there, he took. With that being said, he also, if you ever come see a live show, he plays guitar, like he said. But he has these crazy stage moves, which I've never seen any other bands do, because I don't fucking go to any shows other than their shows anyway. I live and breathe this band. But that was so dumb. However, no, he has these cool stage moves, and like he said, I do a lot of live video for them. We're on the road, and I keep looking. I can't pick which camera I want to look at. I'm looking at this. Yeah,
Stick with this one because that's the one that's going to
have
both
of us. For you guys that don't know,
it.
this one is directly on my face, and that one's on both of us. I look at that one because I'm a self-centered, egotistical fuck, so I look at this one because I want to picture myself, but this is for us. So anyway, he does his guitar, these moves on stage with the guitar, and all these live photos that I take, you can see him doing anything from like a fucking ninja flip to, I don't even know, like a Zeus summoning. I don't know what he does. It's cool.
Yeah. I haven't named him yet.
I'm sure we can pull pictures up on the screen somewhere. I don't know if we'll do that, but either way, come see us live and you'll definitely see that happen. So, anyway, off that actually on the same subject. Alright, so basically, we've talked about this with Kevin and Chris. Musical influences. I was going to say, you don't listen to half the bands. You don't actually listen to really any of the bands I really listen to, other than like the old school Nickelback bands. I just burped because I'm drinking fucking Bud Light Platinum. Thanks for the sponsor. We are not sponsored by Bud Light at all. That would be a dream. I don't know. I watch Conan a lot, and Conan would just say these random names of these big companies, and then he says he gets paid money. So I figured, Bud Light Platinum, drink responsibly. Maybe I'll get money for that.
Please pay us.
Please give us money.
We're probably just going to get sued.
Yeah, but anywho, if I think we talked about it before in one of the episodes where when we're driving, we have driving partners. Anthony and I are 95% of the time driving partners, and when he's driving, I have to put up with his fucking weird music. So, musical influences, go.
Okay, so I'll do a couple different...
First of all, you started playing guitar when you were like young, before I knew you.
I started when I was super young, and then I kind of like stopped for a while, and then I got back into it, and ever since then I've been like definitely into it for like the long haul, clearly.
So with that being, it's funny because when him and I the first thing he ever said to me that I remember anyway, he was in my phone as Guitar Anthony because
it has nothing to do with music at all.
It has nothing to do with it, but who cares? Guitar Anthony, because he played guitar and I played guitar, and I thought I played like Sweet Child of Mine and fucking Crazy Train, and I thought I was a guitar god, and so I wanted to be in a band, and I just remember getting a text from him one day. I was literally in like 7th grade, and he goes, "Hey dude, I'm hanging out at the beach with these babes. If you want to like get laid or something," he probably didn't say that, but something along those lines. he's like, let me know when we can hang out. At this point, I don't even think I knew what porn was, so I was just like, whoa. So that's essentially how his and I's relationship started. Friendship, I should say. We're not in a relationship. We look like lesbians, but we're not.
Yeah.
All right. Subject, focus. What bands do you listen to that gave you influence on playing guitar?
Okay, well, let's just say the first song that inspired me to get back into music was A Stairway to Heaven.
Knew you were going to say that?
Yeah, Led Zeppelin, which is, I guess, kind of like the cliche guitar.
If you search hard enough on YouTube, you can find him covering that 15-year-old guitar player shreds.
Also, I'm playing Eruption, and then if you look hard enough, there's some shitty vocal covers of me doing some pretty bad stuff.
Speaking of shit, hold on.
All right.
Musical influences. This is not influential at all, but I have here a treat for you guys, but you're not going to hear it. This right here, I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll take it out of this. This right here, it says ATOTC demo, and it has song names on here. Basically, this gem was Anthony and I's first high school band together. And it's funny because everyone pretty much makes fun of me for being a glorified fucking asshole for schmucking my way through the music industry with these guys. And that's exactly what I did with this band back in high school. Anthony was already in a band with some friends. He was probably like 15, 16. Sorry, I had 2 beers and I'm burping like crazy now. Anyway, he was in this high school band and I just kind of hung out with them. And I just schmucked my way into that band. And we'd play it for you, but we actually don't have any way to play it because we're not a huge budget broadcast thing. So I'm going to throw this that way now. That actually was pretty cool. Anyway,
now with my only one.
So yeah, Anthony, I'm just gonna finish it for him because he, whatever. He Led Zeppelin got him. All right.
What are you talking about? All right, Led Zeppelin was the first of the many, and then currently I listen to a lot of electronic music. Sometimes I go on some tangents where
Troye Sivan.
Basically, if you listen to the Troye Sivan new album, Blue Neighborhood, it's like the freaking best thing in the world. So you probably should go do that. But besides that, obviously I play in a more heavy rock band. So I would say a lot of my guitar influences on the guitar side of music. I would say definitely some of the guitar players is Steve Lukather, who's from Toto, which some of you may not even know. It's the band that did Africa. Africa. He's definitely in him and like David Gilmour. I really like. I've never been as a guitar player. I've never been like a super fan of guitar players that just go on for minutes in a solo, just shredding and stuff like that. I've always had like a huge appreciation for guitarists that have a good feeling for playing some good solid notes. So that's that. That's my.
He's pretty much the opposite of me. In the sense that even though I do play guitar, as I said in many videos,
probably every single one,
everyone, because I do play guitar. I'm not good at it, but I do play, so I'm not musically retarded. But if I could play really well, I would be that guy on stage who just fucking shreds. And we all know that band, whether it be local or international, whoever, they just fucking shred on stage before they play, and they just make themselves look like a big fucking douchebag. That would be me. He's the complete opposite of that. He goes on stage and he will play literally nothing. I was going to say no thing. That's not a word.
No thing.
No thing. And so that's cool. I hate that I just said that. Inside joke, don't worry about it. So, unless you have any... Actually, real quick, he just touched it. This is one of our newest shirts. We're actually... I don't even know if this is on camera right now. I hope it is.
I think it is. So. It should be.
But it's actually my new favorite shirt. My old favorite shirt was the Breather Mode shirt. And we actually do have some. We're going on tour with Sycamore. Like we're probably already... by the time this comes out, we'll be probably mid-tour or either done with that tour, regardless.
It was an awesome run. They're really great people.
And if we're still on tour with them, then fuck yeah. Anyway, the Breather Mode t-shirt, I actually wear it a lot on some of the shows, I think. Hold on. Yep, here it is. This is the shirt I'm talking about. I actually cut it into a tank top. Customized Breather Mode. This was my old favorite shirt. Not anymore. It's this one right here, the soccer jersey. It's really cool. My penis has to... Anyway, had to adjust. With. So yeah, if you see us on tour, buy this shirt. It's really popular. This is actually, we only have like 3 left as of right now. We'll get some more. I will order them personally for you. So let me know if you like it, and I'll get them for you.
Great. It's very soft.
Cool. So, going back to the whole artisan thing, you are named that for a reason because you're an artist in...
I'm an artist in a band.
An artist. So, photography. You like photography, and it's funny because whether this is true or not, touch me one more time so it happens.
That's my leg.
You pulled my leg hair. I have holes in my pants. He does photography, and I think I like to accredit myself for this, and I'm probably completely wrong, but I took a...
I already know where you're going. You're already wrong, but anyway, keep going.
Okay, well, fuck me. I took a college course in photography, and he was already kind of into photography, and I think that him and I, we're really good at bouncing ideas off each other, and I think that I helped kickstart your photography career. Is that true?
Maybe. Who knows what the future would have had for us if you weren't into photography. But, I am where I am now.
And it's cool because earlier today, as in the past than what's happening right now, I was watching him edit photos. He does a lot of photos for local bands because they happen to like his work, which is good. And so he edits pictures and he does music videos and the whole shebang. So if you're in the New England area or anywhere rather, hold on, I have to burp. No.
Oh, Mike's gonna puke in this podcast.
I'll probably puke. It's fine.
That'd actually be pretty fun.
It would be hilarious, but I'm not that. I've only had 2 beers. I'm not that much of a lightweight. If you want high quality work for a decent price, he's your man. Music videos, photos, promos, anything in between. I wish we had a thing to show them, but we don't. However, I do want to show you guys something. Probably my favorite part about doing podcasts, as of right now, is this one girl. I'm not going to name her name. She already knows that this is going to be in here. I have my phone because I have to show you guys this. Every single podcast that we do, I'll make a post saying that, what?
The Zoe girl, right?
Sorry, I thought I was going to burp again, so I stopped talking. No. I'll get to that in a minute. I was actually going to talk about that.
Okay, that's completely
sorry, that pause. I had to burp, but it didn't come through, and it was just like a silent but deadly thing. Anyway, I make a post on Facebook saying, what do you guys want to know, any questions that you have, and then this girl always says, do you like my butt, do you like my boobs, whatever. So here's a picture of her butt again, and it's really cool. And my hopes is that one day on this podcast, I will get to have sex with her, and I will film it for you guys, audio, video, everything. And with that being said, I would like to point out that Anthony and I, for the first time ever, and we're super late on this, we watched Howard Stern's Private Parts last night. And I found my new idol, my new inspiration, my guiding light, if you will. Okay. Howard Stern's Private Parts literally is a milestone in my life that I have now taken new inspiration from. And if you have not seen that movie, you must see that movie.
Cheers to that.
Fuck yeah. That noise is hilarious. Man, I look so awesome right now, but I'm fucking so hot because I'm wearing this. I'm going to take this jacket
I'm
off.
actually very comfortable, and I'm wearing a jacket.
You're also wearing no pants.
You're
wearing half pants.
They don't know that. You should have said that. Now I feel self-conscious.
I wasn't going to wear pants in this originally, but my penis doesn't look pretty big right now, so fuck it.
What else is new?
Hey, calm down. You got 2 unfinished beers there.
Mike, I'm on the same amount of beerage as you are. No, we already did that.
Hold on, I forgot. I wrote notes down because I knew I was going to get drunk enough to forget stuff, so I have to go back into my notes real quick. Oh yeah, so basically, when we're on tour, I assume, since people ask me this all the time, people like to know about what we do on tour. We do a lot of things on tour. Play music is one of them. But most of the fun things that happen, besides meeting fans and everything every day, every night, also I forgot to mention my Pornhub t-shirt. This is pretty much, if you want to get laid, fucking fuck someone and get a Pornhub t-shirt. And every city I've been in that I wear this, people just, dude, I love your shirt. And you just blatantly lie to them and say that you're a casting agent and you want to hire them. And the best part is, if the girl says, oh, I have a boyfriend, say, oh, he can be in the scene too. Totally cool. And then they're all down for it. And the best is when that happens, the girls are super interested in it, but then the guys are just like, well, I mean, fuck that. And they get all pissy. Fuck them. Their girlfriend's a whore. Fuck them.
Exactly.
Anywho, what was I gonna say? Oh no, on tour things. Besides meeting fans and like playing awesome shows every night, some of the best memories actually happen in our fucking van, which is named
Seamus the ninth.
The ninth. Even though we've only had 2 vans in this entire band's career, I did 4, but I meant 2. No, so the way it works, and I'm sure at some point we'll do a video show through of the van. We have driving shifts, and so basically sometimes Anthony and I will have the same bunk situation, so we'll be in the back, and Anthony doesn't really watch movies, but when he does, he watches animated movies. And last tour we did we did the Yalta tour with Social Repose and Stephen Joseph. Love you, Stephen, and Richard.
Yalta Man.
Yalta Man.
It was nice yalting with you.
Yeah, we yalted hard. So and then after that we jumped on with Defiance, and those tours were awesome. The point is, there's one drive that was super long, and Anthony put on Netflix, and he watched The Nut Job, and I was watching whatever on my phone. We were laying next to each other fairly closely, like this is close, but we were just like like this, and it was weird. And I look over, and he's fucking crying. He is crying. And I asked him why he was fucking crying.
Do you want me to explain this?
Please explain why you're crying.
Okay, so basically, there's a movie. It was about squirrels, and this one squirrel was what's the word? Like the
leader?
No. He was like a rebel, kind of like he didn't want to abide by the rules, and he ended up getting kicked out of the park. It was like in New York City, like the park in Manhattan or whatever. Doesn't matter.
Park.
Central Park. Yeah, and he got kicked out of the park. He ended up getting kicked out on the street. Basically, he had to fend for himself, and towards the end, he ended up finding this huge amount of food for the park, which they were in super need of, and he ended up bringing the park together. And he went off, and he ended up dying to save the park. And then right at the end, his best friend, which was a little rat that never talked ever.
You said no. You said
never said anything, and not even that. And at the end, the squirrel that saved the park,
who died,
was dead on the riverbed, that rhymed, and the rat, his best friend, lay next to him and just stared into his dead face and just said, "Best friend?" And then I started crying, and then the girl that, of course, because there was a girl squirrel that he was in love with.
She was hot. I saw her. I would have fucked her.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
I mean, yeah, well, anyway.
Anyway, so, she was there, and then the rat ended up going back, and then, typical Disney animated movie, the freaking nut job rises up. Oh, what just happened? I was asleep for a day, and everything was good, and I stopped
everything
crying.
was fine.
And then we went to a rest stop, and I probably masturbated or something. I don't really know what I did.
So, I just thought that was funny because everyone always asks, anytime we do any sort of interview, or even fans just ask us, oh, what's your favorite memory? That's one of my, not favorite, but it's just one of the ones that sticks out because I turned to see my fucking best friend just crying, and I thought, fuck, what happened? I just watched The Nut Job. So, that was funny.
Also, any tips for bands? We have fabricated HD home theater setups in the back of the van.
Oh my god.
So basically, we have bunk beds in the back, and we're pretty much that far from the ceiling.
It's a very confined
So what we do is we take our phone and we fabricate duct tape onto the ceiling, so when you're lying down, you can watch movies with your hands completely free to do whatever you want.
Hands-free technology. We did invent this.
It was such an immersive experience for me. That is exactly why.
And if you have an iPhone, Android, it works as well. Just you got to fabricate it to your specifications. The best is when you have an iPad or any sort of tablet. Then you get the full HD IMAX experience.
Yeah, we call it the IMAX experience when you have an iPad.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So that's
I brought mine this tour, so we might have some.
We will definitely have an IMAX experience this tour.
Good jobs.
Never say that again.
Okay.
How do you feel about transgender bathrooms?
I honestly, all right. So basically, I ran into my first transgender.
That's actually a tongue tie. Transmission
bathroom in Dallas, Texas, and I personally was kind of just phased because it's the way I look at it, it's there was nothing wrong with them before. Maybe it was a situation for the transgender people, but I don't know, whatever. It hit me a weird way when I first saw it, and then once it settled in, I was like, well, something different than a family bathroom. Everyone can just go into it. So I don't really think it's that big of a
I
deal.
agree.
At first, I was kind of like, this is stupid. I even posted on Facebook, like, this is what America's come to. But once it settled in, I was like, all right, it's really not that big of a deal. But I think the more attention people pay attention to those things that aren't a big deal, that's when things go wrong.
I got a Snapchat from a girl who I would really like to have sex with, and I'm going to open it real quick just because it could be a nude, and if it is, I'll show you guys. It's not a nude at all.
She's watching the podcast right now live.
No, she's not, because this isn't live yet. That sucked. And then I also got another Snapchat saying, I feel like your everyday life is just dicking around with Anthony, and I totally envy that. Well, he's not wrong, because we don't dick around. I don't really know what dicking around means, but we hang out pretty much every day, because when we're not on tour, I actually timed it one day. If I speed, I live 7 minutes away from him, 11 minutes comfortably driving. And I don't have any other friends besides him and his girlfriend, who I totally hooked up back in fucking 5 years ago. Just saying. I thought that was funny.
I did not know that.
I didn't hook up with her. I made it possible for you guys to be dating right now.
Okay, right.
But
never mind.
As Alyssa, you guys might have seen her on some of the Snapchats that we post.
Hey, you guys.
Alyssa cuts all of our hair. Chris, Anthony, Kevin, wherever they are, and myself. She cuts our hair. She makes us look fucking awesome. I'm sweating right now because it's hot. We have like 17 lights on us, so my hair's probably all gross right now. However, shout out to Alyssa for cutting our hair and supporting this asshole and myself and kind of the other guys. Oh well. However, I will say to you, Alyssa, that you have taken away the best thing in my life. And I haven't actually said, I don't know where I'm really going with this. But basically, if you were not dating Anthony, I'm pointing at this camera, I'm going to point to this one now. If Alyssa,
I don't know if that one's recording anymore. So
it might not be recording. All right. So, Alyssa, if it wasn't for you dating Anthony, then he would be the best wingman of all time. He is right now, but basically, every time we go out, I just want to have like a threesome so badly. And he would be the one person that I'd be kind of comfortable doing it with. Him and maybe Kevin, I would be scared to death to have a threesome with Chris because he would probably fucking kill me. To be honest, if you haven't seen Chris in person, he's massive, and I'm a little scared of Chris sometimes. But anyway, there's been times where Anthony and I will go out, and you didn't put your phone on silent. Seriously,
I forgot. They probably didn't even hear it. You're the one that keep going. Chris and
Anthony and I would go out, whether it's in Austin, Texas, which is probably one of my favorite places to go. Austin, Texas, Orlando, Florida,
Pittsburgh.
We're actually going to be in Pittsburgh
like 2 days.
In 2 days, so I'm really excited about that. We're probably already in Pittsburgh right now once this comes out, so we're actually in the future right now. So that's fucking sick.
That is sweet. Trump for president.
Why would you say that?
Because that's what I fully believe in.
We're not going to talk about that. Anyway, what I'm getting at is Anthony. Alyssa's probably so fucking confused right now. Anthony and I are the guys that will go out into the clubs and we will just dance, and we don't care. We go out to Portland a lot. Portland's where we're from, and we go out, and it's, for me anyway, it's weird because my day job, I've worked there for so long that people just recognize me from that day job because I work in the city, and people just know me from there. And so I'll go out, and people just recognize me, and it's weird, and nobody in Portland, Maine really likes my style. I know it's hard to fucking believe. I'd fuck myself if I could. Anyway, so Anthony and I are pretty much fucking dancing partners. Fuck yeah, ring power.
Ring man.
We just butted rings and it was cool. And so if it wasn't for Alyssa and Anthony being a faithful fucking boyfriend, Anthony and I would probably have like 25,000 threesomes by now, but we haven't. So thanks, Alyssa.
Well, one day she's gonna break up with me because I did that, and it'll be fine. So
yeah, if you fucked a guy, wow. If you fucked a girl, then she would probably break up with you. So then it would be like you didn't even cheat on her.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like not really that big of a deal. So it's fine.
I agree completely. At this point, I have no idea if this is even recording anymore.
No, it's still is. We have Mr. Kevin watching wrestling with headphones on.
Oh, yeah, just so you guys are aware, nobody really knows what goes on behind the scenes, and I actually pointed this out in one of the other podcasts plus earlier on. We have this fucking awesome microphone right here recording us. We have a camera here, which is probably done recording because it's ran out of time, and this one right here, and then we have all these lights around us, and we have to have somebody behind the camera, which is normally this guy, and therefore, since he's not behind the camera right now, Kevin's over there, and I would really like it if Kevin, hey, Kevin, can Kevin, who's behind the camera right now, can you check and see if these are actually recording right now?
I have been.
Okay, which one's recording?
That one, I said no.
Okay.
It's been done.
So this one's done. This is the one.
If this one stopped, if you hit the circular button inside the circular knob on the right side of the camera, it would keep going. Just letting you know, if you wanted to do that, that'd be cool.
For you guys that don't know, Kevin is technically impaired, and it's not actually his fault. It's we were talking about earlier how he actually has like a passive ability where he just, when he's around technology, it just doesn't do anything.
He emits some kind of frequency.
Did you get it to work by chance?
I don't know what button to push.
If you guys didn't catch that, Kevin has no idea what button to push.
Hold on.
All right.
Time out.
So while Anthony's gone, I'm gonna entertain you guys by drinking this beer.
Yeah, I thought that was the button I should have pushed.
Yeah, it's fine. He was scared. It's fine. I'm assuming
Back to me.
Kevin's
This is
actually
my
wearing a
friend.
really cool shirt right now. I've never seen him wear it before, and it's actually really sweet. But
I like to
anyway.
attribute Kevin's style to Anthony and myself due to the fact that basically Kevin was a fucking fat schmuck before he met us, and now he's cool as fuck.
Actually, you know what? When I first joined the band, Kevin was in great shape. That was before he even knew Mike. And then now he's still in great shape. But prior to me being in the band and him,
You know
being
why
in the
Kevin's
band,
in great shape? Because he fucks his girlfriend literally like 25 times a day.
Yeah,
and I'm
that's-
jealous that I can't do that because I don't have a girlfriend.
now accepting
Just so you guys
applications
know.
for having sex with Michael. Malibu Mike.
Don't ever call me Michael. My mom only calls me Michael.
Michael!
Michael. So my mother calls me Michael, and my mother's also gonna watch this, and she's gonna text me when she sees it. And she's like, "Why the fuck did you say that shit?" Love you, mom. Anyway,
This one's recording now.
yeah, it's recording now, so this back on me focuses on me. So I'm gonna have this shot.
Hello. All right.
I'm gonna have this whole segment right here is gonna be just on me, and Anthony's not gonna be in it right now. So you
Well, now
ladies
you're out
know.
of focus. You got to go back.
So you ladies know, I am 100% single, and I am definitely willing to have sex with you. And if you're underage, just let me have sex with your mom. And is this for the band Snapchat?
What are you talking about? Keep talking.
Ah, shit. Anyway, yeah, have sex with me. Let me fuck your mom, your sisters, whoever, boyfriends. If you guys want me to have sex with your girlfriends, I'm your guy. All right. So at this point, I've covered everything I want to talk about. Now, do you have any questions?
I personally have nothing to talk about.
I'm asking you a question.
I'm not much of a talker. So,
Do you have any questions for me that you've never asked me?
Mike, all right.
This is funny because I know everything. I think I know everything about him, and I think he knows everything about me. We'll find out right now. Let's go.
Hold on. Let's play Truth or Dare.
Okay.
All right. Truth. Shit.
It doesn't just work.
Knock,
like
knock.
that. Who's there?
Truth. All right. So wait. Truth or Dare.
Reset.
All right. Are we actually playing Truth or Dare?
Yes.
All right. Let's do it. All right. So Truth or Dare.
Dare.
Dare. Well, all right. I dare you to take your shirt off. No, that's gay. Chug the rest of that beer.
It's gonna be hard because it's half full, but I'll try.
Yeah, well, you know what? He's gonna do that, and he's gonna complain about his throat hurting because he's a bitch.
That was actually pretty good.
There you go. That was a pretty good truth or
Truth
dare.
or dare?
Truth. Yeah. See, you wanted me to pick dare, didn't you? Because
I didn't. I was not prepared. I was not prepared for either of those questions or answers.
See, now this is just ad lib.
Dare. Did you say truth?
I said truth.
I said truth. Have you ever had a crush on me?
Can I opt out to not answer that question, please?
It's fine.
I've never had a crush on Malibu Mike, Michael McDonald, or Mike McDonald ever in my entire life.
That's fine.
Are we going into the second round of Truth or Dare, or should we
I don't really have any questions prepared for you.
repaired? All right.
Prepared, repaired.
He forgot to get
At this point, I've depleted my bank of questions, plus I'm too drunk to continue on with this. So I think this is going to conclude... Hold on. I think this is going to conclude the episode 3 of the It Lives at Breeze podcast with Malibu Mike and my guest, Anthony Ant-Man Di Biase. And
Excuse me.
thank you guys for tuning in, and we will definitely see you next time with our guests who are yet to be announced.